Hey.
That first A is just like,
Episode 91.
that shit is really in your face.
I had to let that play out. I had to let that play out, guys. That song is so fire. We're going to get into that in just a moment. But joining me like always, my disembodied but never bodied voice for episode 91. We got J.O. behind the camera, everybody. And yeah, that song that was just playing is a new song on the channel. Big Pockets, bro. I had to let that play because on the speaker, bro. Ooh, that slaps, bro. Just like when we played Heart of a Killer. There was one night we played Heart of a Killer. Me and Emily was sitting on this table. Well, not on it, but you know what I mean. But we were sitting, and I let that shit play like probably continuously for like 2 hours. I have no shame either. No shame. Song was fire, dude. And then a part of me was like, this song is so fire that I didn't believe it was me. But you know, people are like, hey, did you write this, bro? Oh, did I? Oh, I wrote it. Oh, I'm good. It's kind of good, dude. You know when people, I never take that shit personal anymore, bro. When someone's like, hey, did you write this, bro? Oh, oh, I did. But yeah, hey, I don't know when. Justin, you could probably fill me in a little bit because you said maybe not this week, but we have a Red Room coming out too next week. So
I'm gonna try.
yeah, I mean, if it doesn't come out, you guys just sit on big buckets for a little bit. We're having fun, bro. I had too much. They had like this thing at Red Robin earlier. We went to Red Robin. They had this pretzel burger with like a lot of like the new cheese fondue they're trying. Whew, I'm sleepy off that cheese fondue, you know. But yeah, hey, tonight I'm gonna get straight into it. This one right here. One gotta go. I've done this before. You know what this means. If you are a member of this channel, one gotta go. And this time, it's Nintendo games, dog. All right? Nintendo 64 games to be exact. And the first game, on the top left corner from what I'm seeing, the first game, Super Mario 64. Second game, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Banger, by the way. Absolute banger. Third game, we got GoldenEye 007. And the fourth game, Mario Kart. Now, I'm probably going to sound blasphemous to a lot of people, right? But for me, bye Mario Kart. Bye. Have you played Mario Kart recently, that 64 version? No, I have. I have no problem. This is the Super Bowl parade. I have no problem waving this fucking game goodbye off the board. That was the easy choice for me. Okay? What's harder for me is Super Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda. I said Zelda. And 007 GoldenEye. So for me, that was the harder of the three. I don't know what I would choose out of that, bro. And honestly, Ocarina of Time, let's just point it out, might be the best game of all time. Ocarina of Time is probably one of the best games ever. I mean, I watched you play it for so many, that span in Idaho, bro. That's all we did, I feel like, in Idaho.
Is that when I beat that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. You beat so many games you don't know, but you know what I mean? But this guy's a legend, but legend of J.O. But no, for real though. But no, that is when you beat it. And yeah, that game, he starts off as a kid. You get the horse. He goes into adulthood. And like, whew. GoldenEye 2, like that was probably the first.
I don't remember. I remember we had GoldenEye, but I don't remember a single thing from that game.
Oh, really? I do. I think it was one of the first, and maybe I could be wrong, but it was one of the first split screen shooter games I've ever played. I think that's what made it so popular. That's how good it was, you know. There probably was before, but there was none this popular. I think GoldenEye kind of like popularized the whole, like the team multiplayer shooter games. Mario 64, I think, was the first 3D Mario game, right? Because every game prior to that, I believe.
Look, I don't remember that game either.
But, you know, and that was the coolest one because it's like, oh, finally we're in like the Mario world, but 3D. And it's like an actual, like, it didn't seem like what it used to seem like. To me, man, like I said, Mario Kart 64 gotta go. Sorry. I know a lot of people are going to be mad. They're going to say, why Mario Kart 64? But one of the things that kind of like, that I laugh about when it comes to Mario Kart 64, just to be fair, is I'll tell a lot of people who are older than us, right? The people that are older. I'll say, hey, bro, you should try Mario Kart for the Switch, right? You know, Mario Kart 8. Hey, Mario Kart 8 is good. You should try it.
Oh, I remember this game. Yeah, I'd probably say Super Mario, to be honest. I remember this game, but I didn't think that game was that good.
I'm
not a
Mario
fan
Kart
of like
hold
the
up, bro.
open world 3D Mario games, like Odyssey.
Yeah, Odyssey. So Odyssey looked good. I just wasn't like
Yeah, I like the 2D stuff that they do.
So Mario Kart, right? Like I'll be like, hey, you should play Mario Kart 8. You should get that game. It's good. Every single old head that I say that to, bro, I'd kill you at Mario Kart 64, bro. I'd smoke you at Mario Kart 64. And it's like, yeah, bro. Oh, yeah. I bet you would. Because the graphics are so bad now, it looks like Minecraft. That's how bad the graphics are. I'm sorry, and a lot of people are gonna be like this, boo, boo. You know, like they're gonna boo me, but at the same time, bro, I'm not playing Mario Kart 64, bro. Like the Warren said that shit to me, mom. Oh yeah, mom. Why don't you learn how to fucking play 8, dog? You know what I mean? I'm not. Every time I dodge a red shell in 64, it just looks like a computer glitch. You know what I mean? But nah, for real though, bro, it's so bad. All the old heads, dude. All the old heads. I'll kill you. Like, bro, you're really gonna bring up Mario Kart 64 when graphics are so good now that we don't put that game away. You know what I mean? It's like the Jordan and LeBron debate to me. Like yes, this is like the GOAT of Mario Kart games. Imagine, bro, like when the kids are older, hey, uncle, you should play Mario Kart 15. I'd kill you at Mario Kart 2 though. Like, nah, I'll kill you at 15 too. Like, you know what I mean? Do old people just not try? I don't get it. Like, do they not try? It just seems like they just don't try when video games come out. But yeah, you guys comment below. What are you choosing? One has to go. I mean, hey, I'm going to be disappointed if any of you choose Ocarina of Time. You know what I mean? That might be...
I feel like that's the only safe bet. I can see if you like pick like either of the Mario games because that's like really subjective.
I think GoldenEye and Zelda are like just some of the GOAT video games, bro.
Yeah, GoldenEye, I could see you pick it if you never played it, and then Zelda, you could probably pick it if you never played it. But that game, the Zelda game, was probably one of like the best Nintendo 64 games there was.
I think when it's all said and done, Ocarina of Time is top 3 Nintendo 64 games. I mean, you know what I mean? That's not even just me saying that. I think a lot of people who played the Nintendo 64 and like actually played these games would say that. Even if you don't like Zelda, bro, Ocarina of Time, someone was under the guy who created it, Ratatouille was under his hat, and they just made something special. And that's just what it is. So if you guys pick Ocarina of Time, I don't care. You got to explain yourself. Bro, seriously, if you pick Ocarina of Time, you got to explain yourself, man. Again, comment below with your thoughts and your choice. So, earlier today, I was going to use another One Gotta Go. I was going to do like a One Gotta Go episode because it's fun. And it's like the lazy way of podcasting, right? You know what I mean? There's, you're coming on here every week. I got to be prepared every week, bro. It's difficult, dude. The air outside is actually so bad, it's not healthy. So forgive me.
Today was ass.
Yeah.
Today was so fucking ass.
I'm actually still kind of like suffering.
I feel like I have like fucking, I don't know. I had something I wanted to say, but I just can't think of it at the moment. It's because of the air.
Yeah, it's like, it's hard breathing. But
it feels like I've been inhaling sand.
Yeah, I can see, like grinded up sand. And it's just like, chalk, sand, whatever.
Shit gave me a fucking headache. It's just all bad.
Like right now, I feel like I'm about to sleep. I feel like I took Benadryl or something.
Yeah, I did, bro.
But so I was gonna go with that, but then I was like, you know what, dude, Brandon, thank you for this meme that you sent because wow. So it says right here, my first mistake in life was winning. It's there. Sorry, my first mistake in life was winning this race. Now, what's cool about this is what we do now, except the opposite. Everybody on Earth, we're just the sperm cells in this picture racing towards death. And the sperm cells are before us racing towards life. Isn't that crazy, listen? We're doing the opposite of what they're doing. The sperm cells are racing towards life, and we're racing towards death. It's a beautiful, dude. It's beautiful cycle here. But not only are the odds hella crazy. Now, have you guys ever thought about this, right? Now, imagine you see this picture, okay? Billions of sperm cells raced to become the sperm cell that becomes a baby. Now, what if you get what if you're born or you get a kid, right? And they're a serial killer. The kid's like a criminal. The kid's like really just dumb as fuck. The kid ends up becoming like a football player. Like imagine you beat out 1 billion other sperm cells just to become Jeffrey Dahmer. Can you imagine, dude? Like, did they not have like there should be like a council or something, like, hey, which one of you guys are going to go out there? When are you going to go out there and just...
Bunch of sperm cells just like holding court.
The Jeffrey Dahmer sperm cell actually has the glasses and stuff. I'm going to go out there and party hardy. Oh yeah, hey, send him in. But yeah, no, that's crazy because the odds were tremendous to begin with. Then add on the fact that what if you come out and you're a fucking mongoloid, dude? You are a mongoloid and you come out of the billion that could have, then I don't want to see what the other billion could have been. Like if you come out of that, then the other billion, I don't even want to know what they would have been. Seriously. Like if you come out and like you're like my mom or something, and then like I don't know what the other fucking sperm cells should have been. And it actually kind of brings up a good debate, doesn't the whole like what came first, the chicken or the egg? Have you actually ever thought about that? Like for 1 second. Right?
Wouldn't science tell you the chicken?
Hey, wait, we have science here. Actually, not Pam, but we said no. Sorry.
Wouldn't science say that the chicken?
Yeah, but then wouldn't that chicken had to have come from an egg, right?
Well, no. Wouldn't it have evolved from something?
And then started laying
bacteria that could have turned into a plant, a sea barnacle, and that sea barnacle turned into a fish, and then that fish
turned into
walked
a land
on
creature.
land, and then that eventually turned into a chicken that ended up laying an egg.
As Ocho would say, that's a lot of ifs, and Daddy doesn't have time for ifs. But yeah, I know that's probably plausible. But other than that, I was thinking like, okay, well, like if the chicken lays eggs to get other chickens, right? Then there had to have been the egg came first. But then the egg can only exist if a chicken lays the egg. But there can't be a goddamn chicken without an egg.
This thing right here, this is just a quick Google search, by the way. So take that for whatever you will. It says that the egg came first. It says that there's history of eggs roughly 340 million years old, whereas the chicken 58,000 years ago is the earliest.
So the egg came
so
then
way
what laid it
before
then?
the chicken. I don't know.
We're just gonna gloss over that one. That's just what that is, huh? We should have done more research about it, but hey, this was just an on-whim topic. But bro, that's just crazy to me. You can't get a chicken without an egg, right? Cool. But then you can't get an egg.
Yeah, so then
without a
like what
chicken.
animal made the chicken? Right? Because if the chicken came from an egg, since the egg was first, two random things just laid an egg and that thing happened to be a chicken.
And it kind of reminds me of the water can't be wet. Water can't be wet. Because technically it can't be. I know people get hella I know. Bro, people get hella mad. No, people get hella mad about that debate, bro. But like water literally cannot be wet, bro. I know people are going to say I sound stupid, but water can't be wet. This can because it's literally not wet. Right? But if I pour water on it, oops, it's wet now. Okay? You're saying, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it kind of reminds me of that debate. I know people are going to be like, oh my God, why does this guy have a podcast? Everybody can just have a podcast. I already know, dude. It sucks. Every time I try to be funny or try to be like funny, thought-provoking, why does this guy have a podcast? What came first, the douchebag or his podcast? Hey, so science says the egg came first? That's even more crazy. There was just eggs? What you said was more believable, right? Like, hey, maybe this thing came from a bacteria, evolved into a fish, and then a land creature, and then and a lot of ifs. But now, it's funny because like science is just funny, bro. I mean, it's not 100% correct, right? Like science is never 100%, and there has to be like studying behind it, and evidence and years of like studying something. It's just so funny that like, okay, so eggs existed Okay, so you said the chicken was 50,000 years ago?
58,
58,000, and then the egg was what?
300 something million.
Now, how would
I
they
don't
know that?
That's what, I don't know
I
how
know they
we know
probably
anything, to be
backdated
honest.
and carbon dated and stuff like that, so there's ways to do it. It just always astounded me when they're like, hey, this dinosaur lived 300 million years ago. Like, yeah? How do we know that, bro? We're just making up numbers now? I know I sound hella dumb, and there's probably ways to prove me wrong, but this is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, prove me wrong then.
I never believed that shit because the fucking T-Rex is supposed to be from the United States. That just seems way too, like,
That
made
sounds
up
like
to me.
propaganda, bro.
Yeah, the fucking face of the dinosaurs.
It's from the United
The
States.
United States, huh? Get outta
That's
here.
crazy that they try to tell us that, bro. The face of the dinosaurs is from the United States. That's insane. And that doesn't sound fake to anybody? Yeah? The whole entire reason you go to see a dinosaur movie, the toys.
Is the T-Rex, and
Every
it's a
kid in the world
United
wants to be a
States
T-Rex,
dinosaur?
bro.
Nah, bro.
I have like multiple nephews. On God. You guys are going to laugh. On God, I have like 3 nephews. Ezra, Elijah, and Noah. They literally pretend to be dinosaurs. Like, right? The whole 9 yards. They're not trying to pretend to be a Stegosaurus. They're not trying to be a mythosaur. They're trying to be T-Rexes, dude. They're so funny. Like, yeah, hey, that looks like an American dinosaur. Like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like that. Once I was like, oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is. They just all seem kind of.
Again, I know that, again, we could probably be proven wrong, but it's a comedy podcast. So come on, guys, laugh with us, bro. But yeah, so I told you guys I would give you updates on the James Webb telescope. Here's another update, okay? So this picture actually already existed before, but the James Webb has now given us a clearer image of what it looks like. So a new photo from the James Webb telescope shows the pillars of creation made by the famous Hubble telescope in vivid detail like never before. So yeah, the left is the James Webb, the right is Hubble. Now, that is just fucking beautiful, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's beautiful, dude. Like, that's in space. That looks like a hand. That's probably why it became so famous, is because, yeah, it looks like a hand. That's insane, bro. Now, they say life imitates art and, like, you know, everything around us is, like, in patterns and stuff. And that alone right there, I mean, how do you explain that, bro? Even if it's just a mass of whatever out in space, you're going to sit there and tell me. So let me see real quick. I have something for you guys. So, yeah, because I have something else along the topic of this. The pillars in the view of the nebula are made of interstellar dust and gas that feeds star formation. Are we laughing at nebula or what, dude? You know what I mean? No, for real. Is it pillars? Did I say pillars wrong?
No, you said it sounded like you said nebular.
Nebular. Yeah, it's the air, guys. I can't breathe properly. Yeah, so hey, I mean, I've seen this picture before. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've viewed it. I'm pretty sure we had a whole thing about this in science class back in high school. Stuff like that is just amazing, bro. That's so weird that something like that is just out there. Like the next thing I'm going to talk about, right? So there was something else cool in the science community. So astronomers say they found what may be the most powerful explosion ever. So the link says, you've heard of GOAT, but what about BOAT? The celestial event dubbed GRB 221009A was first detected on the morning of October 9th by multiple X-ray and gamma-ray space telescopes. Right? And actually, I want to pull this up because I did a little research before we started shooting about this because I was like, okay, cool. I'm really interested in this, right? Astronomers recently discovered the BOAT, or the brightest of all time, a cosmic explosion they say may be possibly the most powerful ever recorded. Scientists believe the record-breaking gamma-ray burst was likely triggered by a massive supernova explosion that gave birth to a black hole approximately 2.4 billion light-years away from Earth. That's also something crazy because think about it, like, bro, imagine being like, okay, if that explosion was so big, imagine that happening. So it gave birth to a black hole. I mean, the power alone that thing must have created is probably something we can't even comprehend. So imagine something happening like that near us to where we knew it was going to happen, but it happened too fast for us to do anything. I wonder what that would feel like, Dustin. We're just sitting here enjoying our day, having a good day, and then boom, everything turns dark. Earth gets destroyed. Everything we've ever known gets swallowed by the biggest explosion ever known in the universe at that point. There's probably ones that are bigger too, which is even scary. That's why I hate space, bro. Space is just. I know you guys said that you would be more scared of the ocean, but I don't know, bro. Space is on some other shit, dog. I don't know, man. You guys say the ocean and everything, but like I think space is just too vast and there's too much unknown stuff out in space for me to even say that I'd be more scared of the ocean. Yeah, the ocean's pretty big and there's a lot of it undiscovered here, but I feel like the ocean would probably be this little circle and the universe is the rest of this room. Am I going to be scared of that little circle and try to discover what's in that little circle, or am I going to try to discover what's in this room? That's what I would compare it to. So yeah, so before we end the episode, I have been complaining about the air like this whole time. And Justin, you had just informed me right before we did the whole explosion segment that earlier today, you told me the air was at 60, right? And that's
our AQI, which is like your air quality index.
And that was at 60.
No, it was at 160.
160.
Which is really, really, really fucking bad.
So usually like the bad cities are like 60, 70,
like
right?
LA, which is like notorious for bad air. They're in like, there was like 58 earlier today.
Okay.
China, which is really notorious for having poor air, is like, theirs was like 82, I think. Or like
so
80
today
flat.
we were at 160.
Yeah, we were at 160
now
earlier.
You said we're at what?
We're at 206.
206.
And
so
I looked up that's just in Federal Way.
Are they telling us
Seattle
not to go
as a
outside?
whole is ranked right now 250, and we'll post the picture up too. We're actually the worst air quality in the world.
Why? What's happening?
There's fires around us.
But hasn't there been like fires in California before that they've never caused this before?
No, but there's like active in Washington. That's why
shit.
it's not like, we had a fire a year
so
ago.
So what is it like? Are they calling like a statewide emergency, or how are they gonna combat this?
In the picture that we'll post right here, it says Seattle has the worst air quality of any major city in the world. Portland is number 2, which doesn't surprise us because Portland's right next door. So of course, if anything affecting us is going to affect them. And then 3rd is in Pakistan. Theirs is 195. So Seattle is worse than
Pakistan and like other places in the world.
India, India is one of the most populated places in the world, if not the most populated place in the world, and theirs isn't even as bad as us.
That's kind of scary, man, because earlier we were making jokes about it at the pumpkin patch, but like I'm not trying to die, dog.
Yeah, bro. Like the whole time we've been outside, I just feel lightheaded as fuck. I have a headache.
How am I supposed to breathe?
Just feels like it feels like we've been breathing in sand all day.
Can't breathe, can't live and breathe with no air, no air, no air.
The kids have been coughing nonstop, like no fucking wonder.
Yeah, I remember the waiter was like looking at Ari because she was coughing a lot. I was like, it's not because she's sick, dog. It's the bad air quality.
Yeah, that shit's fucking, that's ass.
What time are we at?
27.
Alright, cool. So yeah, guys, that's tonight's episode 91. Dude, the air is so bad in here right now. I feel like I'm about to pass out. And I think that's a good excuse to not have a 30-minute episode this week. You know what I mean? Hey, I feel like I'm about to black out. Justin has to get home. You know what I mean? I kind of just like limped throughout the day. And I'm not joking.
The good news is, though, is it's supposed to rain like tomorrow type shit. So that needs to come like ASAP, bro. Holy fuck. I'm so lightheaded.
Yeah, I know. It feels like the smoke's in this room right now. I wonder how it's crazy. So yeah, hey guys, thank you for joining me. Please don't pick Zelda Ocarina of Time because I will cry. And until next time, guys, peace.